Down through the legs. Rotate, down through the legs.
Right, so we're gonna break down this battle mats experience that I had, however short-lived, and see if we can understand in more depth what went wrong. I pretty much already know what went wrong. I've been doing a little bit of testing since I've been back. But yeah, let's check it out, break it down, see what's what. Okay, so I wanted to premiere the Primal Grappling outfit. So I'm wearing it here. I'm gonna be donning this attire in all the tournaments that I'm competing in as long as they allow it. So it is a sleeveless gi. Just chop the sleeves off any gi and then chop the pants off. You can cut the pants as high or as low as you want. There's no regulation, but anything is able to be grabbed in Primal Grappling. In this event, you are not allowed to grab your partner's shorts. Okay, so I wasn't actually planning on doing that. Maybe we should rewind this a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm thinking here. So I named myself the Black Berserker. Now, we're not supposed to make our own nicknames, but no one else was gonna name me the Black Berserker, so I had to do it. Those of you that watched the race video that we put out know that I am part Norwegian. My grandfather immigrated here from Norway. He actually stowed away on a ship, right? When he was like 19, stowed away and stole his way into Canada, which I thought was pretty rad. But in my usage of primal grappling and my study of powerful animals, I make long, tall shapes with my body when grappling, right? Much like the bear. And then when I was looking for music, I found some sick Viking music, right? That I'm coming out to. That music is Viking, like Blood Revenge or something it's called, super rad. So I found this Viking music and I was like, oh, that's rad. And then I found another video on berserkers, so I just started watching that because, you know, YouTube. And I found out the word berserker means bear shirt. They would wear bear skins, take a bunch of mushrooms to embody the bear spirit, and then go out and just smash through all their opponents like a bear. And I was like, oh, well, that's what I'm doing. I decided I'm gonna be called the Black Berserker and come out to Viking music. So here's that. I didn't think I was gonna do this yell here, but then I just wanted to do it. So I feel that a lot of jiu-jitsu is not very entertaining. Nobody really tries to create a spectacle or tell a story. This whole shot was sick that Alec got, super sick. My videographer's name's Alex. Shout out to Alec for that shot, super sick. So I wanted to make like a real entrance, like a fight entrance, right? Because jiu-jitsu misses all that, man. We need like that story, you know? We need the entertainment value, right? So I do that, and then I was actually planning to like let my hair down later, but then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it in this match. And so I just do it and then stomp around like a caveman a bit. I don't know, there's something about having my hair down while I'm grappling that it makes my grappling more effective. I don't know why. When my hair is up, I do well. When my hair is down, I slaughter people. I finish way more when I have my hair down. So Mr. Daniel here is trying to make jokes about like, MMA fighter. The guy had an MMA fight or something, but obviously if we fought MMA, that would not be a good thing for Mr. Daniel. Good for him that we're grappling. Now, he really changed his approach here a lot for me, hey? Like, when you watch this guy grapple, if you watch this guy grapple in other tournaments, he's pretty low down, low stance, like ready to shoot, ready to defend his legs. Because of the amount that I talk about my style on YouTube, which he is an avid viewer. Thank you for the views there, Mr. Daniel. He actually mirrors me. So he does something very similar to what I'm doing. He's standing up tall and he's going to grab the head. Now, I knew what he was gonna do, and I knew he was gonna jump for that Kani Basami. So it was a little far, right? He gets a decent grip on my head. Now, his ability to get my head was actually better than I expected. He's very quick. His head grip was very quick. Now, I'm just kind of moving forward like a very slow moving tank. So I'm not really worried about whatever grips he gets, but I don't really like the fact that he's grabbing my head, and I was planning on being able to defend that and shut that down. However, he's able to tie up. Now he jumps Kani Basami here, and you can see he gives no Fs. right? He's just right into it, right? Like I said, like do your worst to me because I'm going to do my worst to you because I feel like that's how grappling should be done. So Mr. Daniel listened. Thank you, Mr. Daniel, for listening because the more you do this, the more we change jiu-jitsu for the better and make it a real sport again. Oh, that's a good slogan. Make jiu-jitsu real again. So he jumps Basami, and no hand down, right? That's like real easy way to snap somebody's leg like that is to jump right into their knee with a flying scissor lock or Basami, which is probably not the correct pronunciation, but whatever. Okay, so he ends up on the bottom. I'm like trying to rush him and just push him to his butt because that's fun for me. He ends up being able to stand back up and my push goes right into his face. I just pushed him in the face. I keep approaching, high stance, right? He's able to get the head. I throw him off. And he gets in. He gets right into the entanglement. And super annoying, my knee bends here. I don't like the fact that it's bent, so I straighten it right away, which actually makes it harder for him to go and hit his heel hook. So right away, he's just trying to bring me back, okay? And he is unable to bring me back. So predictably, after he can't bring me back, he's going under. You can see he's trying to pull himself under my leg here. Yeah, he's trying to pull himself under my leg here. And now my leg is completely straight and he is right in front of it. This is something that I've been testing. I had tested it in the gym and I still felt that there was no knee bar here available. There was no heel hook. And so I wasn't really worried about this position. I was like, okay, well, let's see if he can make anything of this. Because I've never tested this live, right? So live, but not live with a big dude like this. So he's trying to extend and nothing, right? That was his effort right there to try to like thrust. But if you see where his back is, the floor isn't letting him drive his hip forward because the floor is there. The floor is stopping his back from going back. So this was still all good. Not a bad position for me. I'm just chilling. He's got no heel hook whatsoever, and he's so compressed, there's no way to knee bar. Now, at this point, I probably should have started dealing with these here feet, right? I probably should have started undoing the knot or compressing him down further, crunching him in a little ball. I did not do that. Now, he's like, oh, and he bites my leg, like he switches his grip from being behind his back to in front of his chest, which still isn't the worst thing. But here I make quite a grave error, right? And I pull him up off the floor. So, right, I thought I was Heracles and he was Antaeus, and I was just going to pull him up off the ground and crush him because his jiu-jitsu only works on the ground and it doesn't work in the air, as most jiu-jitsu breaks when you bring it into the air. However, not all jiu-jitsu breaks. That's why you don't try to stand up when somebody arm bars you, right? Somebody tries to arm bar you, you crunch down on them and compress them into a ball. Why would arm bars and knee bars be different? I don't know. Maybe they are. They're not. They're not. So, yeah, this was a bad choice, okay? Pulling the hips up was a bad choice, but I do it anyway. And I pull him up like that. And now his head pops out. Here's where it starts to get real bad, right? I'm still pulling his ass up, like literally pulling his ass up. And he pops his head out, right? Head is popping right out in front of my leg. So now, his head isn't behind my leg and then his hips in front. Now his whole body is directly in front of my leg. And he has his hips, here's not very high yet, but pretty quick, yeah, they go up pretty high, right? And he pulls my leg off the floor. That sucks, okay? If I need to defend leg locks, I would rather do it with my foot on the floor than with my foot in the air. This is why I think leg lockers are vulnerable, because their feet are always in the air. Now, my leg is straight here, but this isn't the worst of it. It gets worse once I turn a little bit and he goes beside it. On my way down here, there. Yeah. See, now he's beside my leg. And you see my leg is bent at a very bad angle, right? Pop, 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 MCL, bye-bye. I yell quite loudly, and that is the end of that. Let's just run that back real quick. All right, so he's in, boom, I stop him, you're not doing nothing, you're not falling down, and he's like, haha, under I go. I'm like, too bad, I don't care about your under. Go under me all you want, I'm over, I'm gonna win. And then I'm winning still. But then I start pulling him up and his head comes out and pulls my foot off the ground right there. As soon as my foot goes off the ground, bye-bye. Super annoying. I'm ultra annoyed here. Ultra annoyed, yeah. Knee did not like that. In conclusion, I am still going to exterminate all of you leg lockers because your game is whack. Having nothing but leg locks is whack. I don't care if you leg locked me once. It's not going to happen in perpetuity because every time that it happens, I'm just going to learn how to defend that and to destroy you. The system that I'm creating is a little bit different. There are many examples of how to defend knee bars and heel hooks, and I've been learning all of these for many, many years, but all of them require you going down on the ground. Now, I don't want to go down on the ground, so I'm going to figure out a different way. I don't care if you think that that's possible or not, because I know it's possible, because there's so much of grappling that we haven't discovered yet, or that we have discovered long ago and then lost. So, to all of the people who actually use leg locks properly in the manner that they are meant to be used, which is if you have no chance at attacking the other person in an over manner, right? Like if I can't throw you, if I'm fighting some 400-pounder, right? I'm not gonna get in a judo fight with them. I'm gonna go under, but I'm not gonna do it by sitting on my butt and scooting in. I will do it in a way like the respectable Daniel Richard did. Daniel Richard did a very respectable method of leg locking, which is standing up tall, grabbing the person's head, and then diving into their legs immediately into an attack. Even the dive could have broken my leg, which if that had happened, I would have been not happy, but I would have respected it because that's respectable. What is not respectable is sitting down on your butt and scooching around in circles. And then when you lose a leg lock, to just go to another leg lock and then another one and then another one and then another one and then maybe attack the back while lying down on your back. Like if that's your jiu-jitsu game, you're so whack. You're so whack. You're a weasel. Figure out that jiu-jitsu is combat and jiu-jitsu needs to apply to combat. And if your jiu-jitsu doesn't apply to combat, then I'm gonna kill you. Not actually, but I'm gonna compete against you and smash you so hard that you're gonna wish you were dead and that you're gonna abandon this garbage system that you've been promoting for decades, okay? Take care now. Bye-bye then.